Yes, sir.
Pardon me for being somewhat stupid here, but the objection to the core, what is the basis of the case that has objected to the core doing the dredging?
I'll defer to Mr. Stewart, but my understanding, the real issue is the parties want the inland management plan reopened. They don't believe that the inland management plan is directing sand correctly.
And these parties live on Okaloosa Island, Santa Rosa Island, way to the west of what we're talking about.
That's correct.
So, forgive me. We have to dredge this harbour.
Right.
We have to dredge that. Otherwise, our economy falls apart, basically. We have to do that. And the sand has to go somewhere. So we're being held to ransom by 3 people who live somewhere over here. Over there.
That's correct. You're not so stupid, see?
Thank you. Well, you know, to bring it down to my British way of thinking, that's just plain selfish. And it's holding the taxpayers of Okaloosa County to ransom, and I think it's disgusting.
Well said.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I'd like to make a
Mr.
motion
Waffle.
to recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to support the additional funding of $1.5 million to dredge the East Pass and put it in Reach 1, Reach 2, and Reach 3 if available.
I'll second that.
So the discussion is, because we have to have that's basically a backup plan if we, or the citizens or whoever wants to get involved, can't convince the Donovans and the Sherrys to drop the administrative stuff, right? That's basically why we're doing it, because it's a backup plan, right? Because we have to dredge.
I don't consider it a backup plan. I consider it, at this point, the primary plan. Right or wrong, the Sherrys and Mr. Donovan has exercised their rights. They've stopped the Corps. They're attempting to stop the city from dredging. We think that's issues a little different, and I think that's probably not a clear cut. So we're still, even with the available funding, there's still administrative challenges, hearings that have to get worked through. But we think the path forward at this point, the cleanest path forward, if you ignore the economics, is to do the city doing the dredging with the available $3.5 million. I mean, it would be great if we could resolve this issue and use federal funds.
So I think you could do this public math. If it takes a lot of tourist bed tax to come up with $1.5 million, right? What's the number? 30 million?
One moment, please. I can't do that in my head.
You can't do that in your head? Well, get out your calculator. And what we do, one of the things that we do as a council is that we spend money to bring people here. We work hard for our money. And for it to go out like that on something as ludicrous as this is crazy to me. And the citizens need to know that. Everybody needs to know that.
$30 million, sir.
I got that right with public math. $30 million we have to do in revenue.